Oh, okay, we're back. Excited to stream a little bit of Blue Black. Some more Blue Black tonight. Just continuing to test for this regional. I don't know if I'll be able to do the full league tonight. I gotta run an errand later in a few hours. But this is the list, same one we used last night. Just swapped out a Golden Demise for an Essence Extraction. Like, history is kind of on the downswing right now, whereas Mono Red just won the Pro Tour, so just hedging a little bit there. Yeah, Eldest Reborn has been pretty good. If I did want to make room for something else, though, it would probably be this card. Yeah, this card might be a result of me thinking that Red Black Midrange would continue to be the best deck, where it's very clearly the Red Black aggro and the Mono Red aggro decks that are kind of tearing everything up. So I might want to cut this. Been mostly happy with it though. Like, it's great against control. It's fine against midrange. I don't even know what else I would want to hedge against. Like, my boarding has been pretty just about where I want it to be for each matchup. So, all right, we're gonna jump into this league. Oh, this is awkward. Let's see, we're running 20 black sources. That means there's 19 in the deck. We're gonna get a scry. We just need to hit like double black by turn 4. Turn 3 would be nice. I think this is a reasonable hand to keep. Harsh Scrutiny, I've been very happy with Harsh Scrutiny so far. It's not completely dead against control anymore because many lists, or Esper seems to be just as popular as Blue-White online now. And they run Scarab Gods and Gear Hulk, so it's not dead against control. It's like really good against the aggro decks though. You just want to, ooh. Okay, if I play Gifted Aetherborn, I'll get punished if he has Steel Leaf Champion. So I might just want to play Harsh Scrutiny here and then play Aetherborn next turn. I think that's fine. He might only have one 3-drop in his hand too, and we might get to snag something. Oh my. Okay, so he does only have one 3-drop. However, the rest of his cards are kind of scary too. I'm gonna take Glint Sleeve Siphoner and then just hope to contempt it before he's able to draw a card off of it. And then we can play Gaunty on turn 5, and then like Gaunty Aetherborn like holds off the rest of his hand pretty well. Oh man, again punished for not having enough black sources in this hand. So I kind of want to keep this just because I was going to contempt a 2-drop and now I don't have to. I won't be able to cast it and Aetherborn next turn though, which is kind of awkward, but I think we still just take it. Yeah, like he's got a pretty aggressive hand, but yeah. Okay, so he drew a Llanowar Elves. I think I just want to kill this thing. And then I can play Gaunty on turn 3, on turn 4. Yeah. Okay. So he has one unknown card in his hand, and it's not a land. I could just Chupacabra the Walking Ballista, but Gaunty has 3 toughness, so I think it's just going to be really good. Like, we have a 2-drop in our hand, so if we hit a 2-drop off of him, then we can use all of our mana next turn. Or we could just hit the Stone Cold Nuts. Okay, I don't want to take Siphoner. I don't think I need Contempt. I think Chupacabra is actually Walking Ballista because he has 2 Llanowar Elves, so we're just going to kill his mana next turn. That seems rude, but really good as well. So he put Adventurous Impulse in the bin. He did not attack. Is this a land? Give me a land. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Pew! Pew pew! Pew 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 pew! Oh. My dog heard me making sounds at the computer. Coming for a little cuddle. She probably thinks I'm crazy talking to the computer. Do I block this Branch Walker? I don't think so. Like, Death Touch is really good against him. I guess I can, and then just Chupacabra the Brontodon, which I'm assuming he's going to play. Champion of Wits. Yeah, I think I just play big old Chubby. Ooh, that's good. What could he have in his hand? He's 1 black mana off of Vraska's Contempt, but he's like long overdue for a land. So let's see. Like, yeah, I'm sure he plays. I don't know if he plays Contempt. I feel like he plays some number of Contempts. Yeah. That Walking Ballista to just double Stone Rain him, that was brutal. He's stuck on 2. Okay, so this is green-black. Well, he had lots of little donkeys, so maybe Demon is good against him. Bontus is definitely good against him. I don't think I care about any of his spells. He probably has some number of Blossoming Defense, but not too many more, so Duress and Negate are just going to line up poorly. Let's see, do we want Seeker's Squire? His guys are pretty big. Like, Seeker's Squire is in here as a hedge against red. It doesn't, like, I guess it sometimes lines up against Merfolk Branch Walker. Well, like, half the time it lines up even, half the time it lines up positively, or a quarter of the time it lines up positively. Gaunty is actually probably really slow against him. Getting that Chupacabra from him was real nice, though. I think I'd still rather just have my own Chupacabra there. In many of those situations. Okay, we'll cut Seeker's Squire, and then do we want Demon and do we want Commit? He's kind of like a... He's not... He didn't seem to be playing Snake. We didn't see Snake, but he was playing... He's probably playing Snake. So maybe we want Essence Extraction instead of Supreme Will. Like, Supreme Will is good at catching Gear Hulk. I'm going to cut Supreme Will for Commit to Memory. I don't think we need Essence Extraction. I'd rather have Supreme Will, I think. Even on the... Well, maybe on the draw, I'll try out Essence Extraction. And then on the play, we can switch back to Supreme Will. Okay, this hand is reasonable. If we hit a blue source, then we're in business. Or if we just hit 2 more lands, then we're pretty good. Ooh. Well, we're just for sure taking Winding Constrictor here. Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, we have to just keep it. Gotta get to Ravenous Chupacabra eventually. So he kept Rishgar. That's gonna be a beating next turn. Maybe it was correct to bottom the swamp. Like, if we miss blue source on 3, then I don't think having like 4th black source on turn 4 is gonna catch us back up here, because he has a pretty aggressive curve. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, so we would have just gotten run over that game. Like, we would have played Chupacabra on 4, and then Treasure Map with no other spell on 5, and then he just plays Gear Hulk and runs over us. Yeah, let's do Supreme Will here. I feel like Supreme Will being the more flexible card when I'm on the play, it's definitely worth having. This hand is good. Do we want to play Fetid Pools on 2 or on 1? I think we can play Boneyard because we have the Swamp in our hand, and then that'll untap Drowned Catacombs. So Boneyard it is. Ooh. Well, we don't have any removal in our hand right now, but that might be a huge pain in the butt. I think I want to try to keep him from drawing cards here, so I think I'm going to play Champion and not attack with the Aetherborn, because I don't want him to get the 2 energy. Well, let's see what I draw off the Champion first. think I'm gonna discard these two. No, I think I'm gonna discard Contempt Champion, because I think Gifted Aetherborn is better than Contempt with the Shaper Sanctuary. Yeah. And then we're not gonna attack. At least not this turn. Oh, looks like he might be tight on mana. There's a chance. Okay, so he took a 3-drop. He must have a green source in his hand. Cast down. Okay, I am going to hold up Supreme Will to catch Jade Light Ranger, playing the Fetid Pools. And then next turn, like, play Gifted Aetherborn and then cast down the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Okay, so that means I can attack this turn. So let's attack. If he doesn't play anything into the will, then we're going to cast down his Siphoner. If he does play something worth countering, we're going to counter it. Maybe he just doesn't have another green source. There it is. Let me see if I can fix that. I think I just need to hold it closer to my mouth. Okay, hopefully we draw a 7th land next turn. That would be sweet. If we have an untapped land next turn, I think that we're reasonably in this game. If we don't, we might be in some trouble depending on what we draw. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's going to be way ahead of us on cards. Okay, not untapped, but I'll take it. Especially since he didn't add any pressure to the board that turn. I'm pretty happy with just not doing anything right now. Just attacking. I'm gonna try one thing with the mic. Sound might go out for a second. Not sure why. Walkie B. Okay. Well, now we're playing the tempo game, because we just need to kill him before he just buries us in cards. He has a Ravenous Chupacabra. Ugh. That is bad. Well, good thing we have a second one in our graveyard. I'm not using the hotkeys right now because I'm trying to slow down my play and make sure I'm thinking through everything. It's much easier to absent-mindedly play when I'm using the hotkeys. That is an aggressive attack. He's at 6. I feel maybe he has a Fatal Push in his hand. Let's find out. Interesting. Let's see what he's got. He's got a Constrictor. Okay. If he follows this up with a Gear Hulk, this could be pretty scary. He has not played a land yet, so he could still do that. Nope, no Gear Hulk this turn. that's pretty good at catching him up. We're probably going to have to use our Gear Hulk to cast that down. Getting pretty mono-flooded over here, but we've got all these champion wits, so thank you for that. We'll just cast down it. You can draw your card, buddy. Get rid of that. Although I'm sure he has much better things to do with his mana than activate if near Deadlands. But, we gotta squeeze all the value that we can out of this. This Mono Flood. So let's see, there's 4 in the graveyard, there's 3 in our hand. There are 6... There's 10 in play, so we're at 17 lands drawn. Oh, this looks like a Gear Hulk. Yeah, big beefy. Beefy. Well, let's see if we can draw some pushes and cast downs off of this champion wits. Maybe 26 lands is too many? Nah, this deck is so mana hungry. Well, there's a push. And that means we're coming across for lethal. Oh no, not lethal. Nope. That guy has summoning sickness. Just forcing the big chumps on the 2-3. So he needs to put out 3 creatures in order to not die next turn. Or like 2 creatures if one of them is a Chupacabra. He bottomed. He's got infinite cards in his hand though. He's got to have something sweet. There's one. Oh, and he's drawing, so he's still digging. Oh, that's a good one. That means Aetherborn is not lethal anymore. Double Shaper's Sanctuary. Oh no. Alright, we're just gonna kill him. Unless he has the fatal push. He could just have the fatal push. I'm gonna use the Gear Hulk on this one just to use my mana better and to get a threat into play. Like if he does have Blossoming Defense or something here to keep him from dying, then we want to have a body in play. Yay. Alright. Yeah, I've got my mic up at max volume. I don't know what else I can do about it. If anyone knows anything about crappy $10 microphones, I'm all ears. Like, yeah, the audio on OBS is cranked all the way up. Alright, this is a good hand. And we're on the play. Nice. Alright, so this looks like control. Pretty sure I want to scry during my upkeep because flipping a treasure map is gonna be better than getting champion into play early. Like, I'm not that worried about getting champion in under his counter spells because I'd actually much rather he counter champion than not, especially if I'm gonna flip a map. Resolved champions usually get exiled, so it's not like I'm trying to, this is not that good in this matchup. I mean, I'd be stoked if this resolved, but I'd be fine if he countered it too. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be these two cards, although none of these cards are terribly exciting at the moment. But it is looking like we're gonna get to flip treasure map this turn, unless he has cast out for it. Cast out for it would actually be pretty irritating, so I am going to play around that. I don't think I want to open up champion to a seal away. I'd much rather, like, draw a cast down or something than trade it for a seal away. Alright, now we can flip our map. Hopefully he doesn't have the Field of Ruins sandbagging. Bilbo sandbaggins. Bottom that for sure. Ooh, that was good. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's just get him. Hmm. Blink of an eye. Okay. He's tapping out on his turn to cast Blink of an Eye? Why? Alright, let's see what he's got. Glimmer of Genius. That seems... I guess he's digging for lands? Search for Azcanta. Okay. Good thing we just drew our Field of Ruin. Let's get Seeker's Squire first. This one might be a 5/5, so it's going to deal more damage, and it might put another creature into the graveyard. Ooh, like that one. I think I can go for one more trigger here. Yeah, get this garbage out of here. Oh, shit. Did not attack with Seeker Squire. So he should be at 11. Dope. I was looking at my settings. Still getting used to this whole streaming thing. Yeah, attacked with the absolute wrong one. If he has Fumigate, then we're going to be in a tough spot here. Disallow? You got it. Ooh, that was very, very good. Bashy bash. And then let's take a peek. See if the coast is clear. What do you have in your hand? He has Approach. And a whole bunch of counter magic. A Syncopate. Negate, Disallow. So basically, I need to... He's going to tap out for Approach next turn. And then I can just commit the Seal away. And then, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he'd have to tap out for Approach. He's got nothing going on otherwise. Okay, let's see what we've got. Yeah, we can keep that on top. Let's actually cycle this. And then we can do this. I should have left up Field of Ruin. He's going to flip his search right now. So he did not flip the search, just wants to keep the enchantments because he knows we have Field of Ruins. Okay, you got it. Boom. Alright, you're dead. I love having commit as the flex slot in the deck. It just does so much. Like, he could be bringing in History of Benalia. But, like, if he... I think I only bring in Demon and Golden Demise if I know that he has Knight and History. But, like, just History of Benalia, I'm not at all worried about, so... I guess I could hedge and cut an Aetherborn for a Demon. I mean, might get punished for that, but we'll see. We will see. Opponent is really in the tank. So, let's see. The control matchup in this deck. I like the deck's overall game plan against control. Like, as you can see in that last match, or in that last game, we can steal game 1 from them off the back of Champion. And then after board, it gets so much better. There is kind of the cat and mouse game of if they have history or not. But for the most part, I've been real happy with my control matchup. I did lose to approach control earlier. I saw a Syncopate and main deck negate out of him. I'm not going to run this map out until after the Champion. Try to find a better opening for it. Maybe slam it on 4 when he has to choose between that or Glimmer. Syncopate, no. Well, do I prefer that he syncopated that instead of treasure map? I'm not sure. Oh, he's mana screwed. Okay, well, does this resolve? He's got to have a disallow in his hand if he has 6 non-land spells in his hand. Oh, alright, I like that. I feel like if he missed his land drop and he didn't have disallow, he should have just cycled cast out on his turn to try to hit his land. But maybe he does have disallow and he just didn't want to waste it on this map. People don't respect the map. I feel like map is great. I don't think I'm gonna play. I'm assuming he has disallow, so I'm just gonna keep scrying with treasure map. Oh, sweet. Dub's treasure map is pretty good against him. Don't want to get syncopated here. Yeah, maybe he could have another syncopate in his hand. There it is. There's the disallow. Don't want him to have cast out on the map, so I'm not gonna scry right now. We'll just say go. Yeah, I really don't want him to cast out the map, so we're just gonna keep waiting. Okay, now that we can defend it with commit, I'm fine pulling the trigger here, because if we fight over this, then he's bouncing it. Interesting. Do I care that he's bouncing it? What's my next turn gonna be? I think I'm fine trying to fight over this. I don't have any creatures in my yard, so I'm not that excited about having another Scarab God. Alright, now we get to resolve Liliana. Ooh. Alright, well, since Treasure Trove is gone, I think it's worth it to just run out the Scarab God here. He doesn't have Cast Out in his hand. Or maybe he just didn't want to use Cast Out on... Let's see, he could have Fumigate, which is fine, because then Lily... Ooh. These are a lot of spicy meatballs. Alright. That was a sweet one. Probably gonna get one more match in at least, and then I gotta go run an errand tonight. opponent is here. Let's see. If we draw our third land, this hand is fine, but pretty slow. So if we're playing against red, this hand is, like, bad. If we're playing against anything else, this hand is fine. And we're on the draw, so it's like really bad if we're against red. Are you in the dark? Are you just supposed to mulligan? Assuming that your opponent is on red? Like, is that the state of the metagame? Because, like, I really dislike mulliganing this hand, but admit that it might just get run over by red. I'm going to keep it. I could be wrong about that. Let me know what you think about that decision. Oh, there it is. That's red. Might not be aggro red, though. I have been seeing some mid-range. And, like, if he, like, doesn't have a 2-drop here, then, depending on what we draw with champion, we might still very much be in this match. When I was saying that this hand is bad against red, I meant, like, aggro red. He's just chucking a lightning strike at my face. Okay. That's cool. Is this a chain whirler? Let's draw some lands, deck. Those are not lands. Let's see. If we don't draw land number 4 next turn, I think I'm going to want to play this champion. And then hopefully that will for sure hit land number 4. If that's the case, I think I discard Treasure Map and Torrential Gearhulk or Vraska's Contempt. Actually, it might just be Chupacabra, because against most, like, I'm assuming he's just got 4 and 5 drops in his hand, so I want Harsh Scrutiny and I want Vraska's Contempt. So I'm gonna pitch the Chupacabra on the map. Him splitting up his mana this turn makes pitching Chupacabra much worse. Like, Chupacabras would be good on this board, where Contempt is, like, mediocre. Land. God. What the hell, deck? And he just goes land Glorybringer and we're dead. Oh, or Chain Whirler number 3. So we're taking 6, 7 here. If he has a Lightning Strike, we're dead. We're just dead anyway, though. Hey, there it is. Right on time. So we can go up to 5, and then we're still taking 6. Or, yeah, we're taking 7, and we go up to 6. Okay. That was unfortunate. I feel like if we had hit a land off of Chupacabra, or off of the first champion, we are pretty favored in that match. Or in that particular game, at least. Gonti, Supreme Will, Chupacabra, Essence Extraction, and Commit. Well, actually, he's mono. So we might want something over this Commit. because mono tends to generally be faster, and commit can sometimes be slow. So let's stick with the Supreme Will. I don't think I like Spell Pierce. I sided it in last night against mono red. It was kind of medium. I don't think I want negate either. Like the reason I had brought in Spell Pierce was to try to like protect Aetherborns from lightning strikes, but or to catch a Chandra. Oh god. We got a mulligan this one. This could pan out, but I just don't see any way to like bridge us from 4 mana to 5 and 6 mana. Like if we just draw 4 straight lands, this hand might be decent. Like we just don't do anything on turn 4 or on turn 2, 3, or 4, or turn 2 and 3, and then Contempt on 4, and then hopefully Slam God on 5. Okay, I mean, like, that's at least a plan. Feel like we're catching the tail end of variance in this match. Okay. Well, I said this hand comes together if we draw 4 straight lands. We're halfway there. Man, he just loves chuck and burn right at my face. Let's see, maybe he'll play a Glorybringer this turn. Yeah, sweetness. Come on, untap land. Oof. Okay, let's take Glorybringer. Took the wrong one. We gotta bottom this. Just gotta hit a land. Wow, he ripped a Glorybringer off the top. Come on, land. Wow. So I feel like both of these games we were very, very close to having our plan come together. And I think if we did get there, we would have closed out both games pretty handedly. But we just caught the tail end of variance 2 times in a row here. There we go. Oh well. Alright, well that one went so quick I should be able to do one more. Yeah, so like I like the red matchup as a whole. Like there is very little room for error, but I feel like um, the patterns of play that occur in the matchup, um, you know, we interact with their plan very nicely, in the sense that like a lot of our spells line up well against their mid-range plan of Chandra, Phoenix, Hazaret, Glorybringer. Um, so yeah, I don't know what my total record is against red, but let's see, I've lost to it 3 times today, and so I'm like 50-50 with mono red. Alright, we'll keep that. Okay. Mono green or snake. Looks like mono green. Okay, this hand doesn't line up particularly well against mono green, but we'll see what we can do. I think I want to start trying to power out this map, but I don't like playing the Seeker Squire and then playing map and scrying next turn. They're kind of the same as playing map this turn and then scrying on upkeep and Seeker Squiring, because Seeker Squire looks at the top card anyway, so let's just get on board. We're going to be staring down a 3/4 most likely, unless he has a heart. Okay, we drew a land. Okay, he did draw a heart. That's not good. Let's see what we got. We got a Chupacabra. Alright, so since we drew Chupacabra, I think it's now going to be better to just play Champion of Wits, and try to just, like, curve out on the board. Like, we have the lands that we need to kind of get to the late game. We have the curve that we need to get to the late game, so map is less important on this draw. Let's see what we hit off a Champion. Added pools. I kind of want the second blue source, but like I have my curve set up to just go 4-5. Although Lily's not that good as long as that heart is in play, so it might make more sense to like play Chupacabra on 4 and then hold up Vraska's Contempt, or the other way around. So I can see discarding Field of Ruin, Treasure Map. Do I want to discard Treasure Map though? I think so. I've got like the next 3 turns sequenced out. Yeah, I won't have the time to play Treasure Map. Okay, we know he has a crew because he has a Greenbelt Rampager in his hand. There it is. Ooh. There it is. Resilient Kenra. Nice. Oh, I feel like getting the 3-4 in play is better against my creatures. Like Champion of Wits just happily blocks Resilient Kenra. Okay, so I don't really want to Chupacabra that Kenra. So I'm going to hold up Contempt this turn, hope he activates Heart. Oh, how convenient. He could have Blossoming Defense here. But I think I have to just play into it. I could do it after combat so that I take 2 less damage. Yeah. So the reason I'm doing that is because if Contempt resolves, my life total isn't really going to matter that much, because my hand is so powerful. But if Contempt doesn't resolve and he has Blossoming Defense, then I don't want to be at 8. So I'm like hedging against a worst case scenario. But it looks like he's going to just run out this Greenbelt Rampager, which means that there's no Blossoming Defense. So we get to Contempt the Heart, and then I'll probably play Ravenous Chupacabra. And then if he attacks with the other one, I'll probably block just so I can get it back with Lily next turn. Which means that I can attack with Seeker's Squire. Getting in. Seeker's Squire beat down. What does he have? Is this a Steel Leaf champion? Aronis. Okay. Well, we're for sure blocking this. So that was land number 7, so next turn we'll be able to Eternalize Champion Wits. He's probably gonna Eternalize the Kenra here, unless he's got something better. He's 1 mana off from Galta. Brontodon. Is he pumping it? Yep, and then he's gonna bash. I think I'm gonna block with the Chupacabra here, since I think it has way more value in my yard than it does in play. He's attacking me. I think I still block. Like, yeah. Okay. Two, three. I have 7 mana here. Oh, gotta activate Lily. Can't forget that one. So now he can play Galta. But we would have the, whatchamacallit, the Chupacabra ready to answer it. So, looks like he's going to pump the Brontodon, and then probably send it at Liliana, because he can make it into a 7-power Trampler. I could just throw my team in front of it, and then Lily survives, and I can just cash her in for Chupacabra on the Brontodon. He seems strapped on creatures, so I think that might be a fine line. If he sends Ronus and Brontodon at Lily, I'm not sure what I'd do. I think in that case I just let Lily die. Or I think I just put Champion of Wits in front of Brontodon. Ooh, Galta. So he does have Galta. Okay, so he can't double pump the Brontodon now, so I can make sure that Lily survives. pretty safe to get in for 2 here. I'm gonna eternalize the champion this turn. Just wanna see more cards. Like we are next turn. If we draw a Scarab God next turn, then we can play it and activate it in the same turn, and that'll put the game away. We also have tons of answers for Ronus in our deck, so I think digging for them is way better than trying to piece together a plan out of Gifted Aetherborns and Supreme Will. Well, speaking of Gifted Aetherborns and Supreme Wills, okay, this is odd. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm gonna have 9 mana. I can play all 3 of these and hold up Supreme Will. Yeah, I think I discard one of these. Champion of Wits is so good. Just win the long game. Oh, it looks like he has something huge. What you got, buddy? Walking Ballista. That's interesting. No doubt interesting. So he really wants to get in. I think I'm fine chumping here. I could just go to 5. Or I'd go to 7 and then go to 5 when I cast down the Walking Ballista. Oh, he's shooting the Chupacabra. Okay, then I'm much more comfortable taking this. Because it's still going to take him 2 attacks to kill me. Okay. And I don't want to chump with my 4/4 when he has no cards in his hand and I can race him. Alright. So I think these Gifted Aetherborns backed up with this Supreme Will is just going to put this game away. Where's Scarab God, I guess? I think I actually get more value out of playing the Aetherborn line. Having just more flexibility with how I can spend my mana. Yeah, Champion of Wits is a wizard. Not going to be playing Wizard's Retort anytime soon, but noted that it is a wizard. Alright, that is game. Sure, let's take Gear Hulk. So we're just gonna bring back Chupacabra once he activates the heart, and then he's dead. Alright. So let's see. Chupacabra is very good. Reckoning is very good. What is bad? Seeker Squire is pretty bad. Gonti is not the greatest. And then would we rather have Commit number 2 or Supreme Will number 2? We're on the draw. Commit is more expensive, but it plays like it can impact the board, where Supreme Will can't. But Supreme Will is cheaper. Yeah, let's try it like this. Let's see how it goes. Supreme Will has the added benefit of, when we're behind, of looking at the top 4 and trying to find Bantu's Last Reckoning. And he also probably sides into Nissa. So Supreme Will catches her nicely. Yeah. I guess I could maybe cut a map for a commit. I might just be biased to map, but I like having 2 maps in my deck, even when I'm on the draw against fast decks. Drawing multiples is obviously awful, which is why I'm down to 2. I was on 3 before, but I feel like map is going to be pretty good here. Maybe it's wrong to keep it in over the commit. Alright, I talked myself into it. Oh god, my kingdom for a swamp. This hand. So there's 19 black sources in the deck. And we're on the draw. He mulligan. Let's see, if we hit a swamp on turn 2, then we're... this is risky. How risk tolerant am I in this matchup? I'm gonna keep it. Like, these are just some of our best cards against him, and there's 19 more black sources in the deck. Might get punished, but... Nope, still got the 3 Field of Ruin. Alright, come on, swamp. Give me a swamp. That's not bad. Like, if it takes us a while to draw our swamp, then that might come in handy. I think I still would have preferred a swamp, though. Yeah, this looks like a Steel Leaf champion. Come on, Swamp. Oh, it feels bad. It feels bad. He just really wants those lands. Alright. If we draw a swamp. Whoa, he missed his attack. How lucky. Okay. I don't really want to push anything here because I want to just clean up after with this Bantu's Last Reckoning. That'd be great if he just skipped this attack too. Yeah, I play my 3 mana 5/3s so that they can't attack. They're much better home on defense. Okay, so I'm going to take 8 here. I should be at 15, so I should be at 7 after this attack. Angry alligator. Nice little 4-for-1 there. And we Stone Rained him with that? Oh man, feels so good. Bronte. You have a Bronte. Let's draw a Black Source. Nope. So we're going to 9, which should be 4 if he had attacked. Let's draw a swamp. That's not a swamp. It's pretty good though. Okay, so if... Okay. I want to play this as if I were at 4 right now, in which case I play champion and then hold up push for the heart. I don't want to discard a Gifted Aetherborn here, because it'll tip him off to the fact that I am not gonna spend my mana this turn. Hopefully he does not have Blossoming Defense. He very well could. Like, he was not doing a whole lot with his mana when he had 3. Okay, so if he had attacked us with Steel Leaf Champion, we'd be dead right now. Galta. Well, that's rude. I can't Lily the Chupacabras. Okay. Well, we want to wait until he does not activate Haship Oasis on the Heart of Quran. He should know that we don't have a second push in our hand unless we just drew it. So he might just activate the Oasis here. Oh, looks like he's not. We're still in it to win it. If we draw an untapped land, then we can get back into this game with Gear Hulk. Unless he drew second Blossoming Defense. I feel like we were broadcasting pretty clearly that we had Contempt. Okay, push. We'll take push. Staying alive. What is happening? Ah. We are lagging all of a sudden. Is the stream still up? Okay, stream is still up. Just Magic Online is being wonky. is this a walking ballista? Or a Nissa? A flagship? That is unfortunate. Alright, let's see if we draw land. Alright, so we have to just hope he does not draw a creature here. He does not have a Kenra in his bin, so land is not gonna do it for him. So we have to hope that he does not draw. Or I guess we just have to hope that he draws land. That's our out. I wonder if this game would have been nearly as close if we had our swamp on turn 2. Alright, let's see it. Did we get there? Did we get there? Nope. Any spell here kills us. Okay. Brutal. Alright, do we want anything? He does have the boat. That boat is pretty hard to answer. Like, I have to have Contempt or Commit. Or I guess Instant Speed Chupacabra with Scarab God, but if I'm at that point in the game, I feel like we're doing okay. I might want, like, a Duress to try to catch that, or Nissa, or Blossoming Defense. Catching Blossoming Defense, or at least having the peace of mind of knowing it's not there, seems good. Might be better than Supreme Will, but Supreme Will, like when we're on the play and we have tempo, Supreme Will has a chance of catching boat. So I think on the, I'm just gonna keep it like this. Oh, I guess Spyglass does answer boat. Doesn't hit, I guess it hits Heart too in his deck. Yeah, I might have been correct to bring in the Spyglass. I didn't see it until after it went through though. So. Okay, this hand is pretty good. In his deck full of creatures, we have double Harsh Scrutiny. Let's see what we got. Steel Leaf, Veronis. Wow. He kept that hand on 7? Holy crap. I think I want to take the Veronis. Bottoming that. Find that third land. Galta. This is interesting. So, if I scry into a land, then I'm probably going to want to play champion next turn to try to hit another land. But that means that he's going to be able to hit me with heart. And I kind of want to keep up Fatal Push in order to get the heart the turn that Steel Leaf attacks me. Or that Steel Leaf comes down so that I can catch the heart before he has defense up. So how do I lose this game? I think I lose this game to Galta, so it makes me, like, if he casts Galta with Blossoming Defense up, I think I'm in a pretty bad spot. And, like, even if I take one champion, just Heart, Steel Leaf, and, 2 more lands, lets him cast Galta. But, I'm going to take Steel Leaf Champion. Keep that on top. Can't push it yet. I think I want to just say go here. Because I don't really want to discard both of these. Like, these two answers line up really well against Galta and Sky Sovereign. So I don't want to discard these, and I definitely don't want to discard my push. So... If he bricks here and does nothing. Okay. So now I get to get his heart. Unless he doesn't activate it here. Man, if he doesn't activate it here in order to make sure that Galta gets cast next turn, that would be some next level shit. But then he would, unless he draws a land, he would have to tap out for Galta, in which case I would be able to contempt it. Alright, so now we're pretty safe from him. Alright, we're just gonna contempt his Steel Leaf Champion now, so that he can't Blossoming Defense it. Is this a Jade Light Ranger? Brontodon, okay. That's not bad. But I think I'd rather dig here for something better. Okay, I am going to hold on to Gearhulk Supreme Will. Like, Supreme Will is a pretty good answer to Sky Sovereign, and then Gear Hulk will hopefully just help me lock the game up assuming I draw more lands. Like, the deck is very, very mana heavy, so... I know the exact cards in his hand. If he doesn't cast anything here, I think I Supreme Will for a card. Just make sure I hit a land. Well, let's see what he casts. Rampager. Okay, that's gonna put a much bigger clock on me. That means Galta is gonna cost 6, so he's still far off from casting Galta. I know the exact 3 cards that he has in his hand. I think I just let this resolve. Okay, so now we can chump with the champion if we need to. Actually, we want to chump with the champion as soon as possible. Because next turn... I'm just gonna counter this. Alright. Well, let's hope that, we don't whiff on this champion. He's also notably at 1 minute left. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pitch the lands, and we're done. So hopefully he does not have the land this turn for Sky Sovereign. Okay, so he's gonna reveal. There's the land. I think I just want to take this. Oh, that was a good draw. Wow, very surprised he did not use his Blossoming Defense on that. Maybe he just F6'd because he's so low on time. Okay, well we're not going to play Gifted Aetherborn. Because he would just kill it with the Sky Sovereign. Yeah, I think in response we're going to push this. Maybe we should have played the Aetherborn, because then that means that we would get in an extra 2 points of damage next turn. Yeah, we probably should have played the Aetherborn. Whoops, misplays. Well, I think we're just going to win on time here, so we're not going to get punished for not playing that Aetherborn. But it looks like we very well could have, depending on if he has a castable creature in his hand. What would we have drawn? Oh, come on. Let me see what I would have drawn. No. Am I lagging, or is this just something that Moto does when somebody times out, like you can't continue? Oh well. Yeah, definitely should have thought more. Get rid of his defense? What do you mean get rid of his defense? When did you type that? When could I have gotten rid of his defense? Ah, that's disappointing. I like drawing my next couple cards. With the block? Oh, block the elephant to make him use his defense? I guess, but like, I didn't want to lose my 4/4. Like, I had double Fatal Push in my hand, so I figured that he would try to use his defense to save the elephant from Chupacabra, and then I could Fatal Push it in response. So I figured I was going to be able to, you know, get the defense out of his hand anyway, but it turns out he just let his his Rampager die. But yeah, that was much closer than I would prefer. I feel like that matchup very, very much depends on just if they drew Blossoming Defense or not. And then if they're able to use it well. Like that game, he didn't even use his Blossoming Defense, but like I just had to play around it the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna close up the stream, guys. I'll post this video to my YouTube channel. I guess I'll plug the YouTube channel. For all 8 of you in the stream, thank you for coming and hanging out. So let's see, YouTube channel. My name is S Pottinger MTG, and my last night's stream is posted to this channel. That was the first video, and then I'll post this stream to the channel as well. And then my shameless plug here. There we go. So those of you who don't know me might not know that I have been running this sweet, sweet project called MTG 808 Junior here on the island of Oahu. And it is a completely Patreon-funded youth Magic tournament scholarship series. We try to run 2 youth tournaments a month, and then if we hit $400 on our Patreon goal, $400 a month on our Patreon goal, we'll be running 2 scholarship tournaments each year. We ran our first scholarship tournament this past May and gave away $750 in scholarship, split between first and second place. So we'd love to be able to continue doing this and seeing the project grow. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in supporting, please check out our Patreon, patreon.com/MTG808Junior. So thanks for checking in, everyone. I gotta log off. It's been fun. Let me know what you think about my terrible misplays, and yeah, let me know what you think of the deck. All right, I'm out. Peace and chicken grease.